Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, good afternoon, Avni. Very good afternoon to all of you. Everybody who is staying in the north, I hope you are safe and you are warm. Okay, and remember to listen to your parents. Don't go out in the cold. Okay, yes. Good afternoon, Varun, Priyanka, Anuj, Dheeraj. A very good afternoon to all of you. Okay, so uh, as requested by all of you, we're going to do a lot of sums. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. So we are going to concentrate on 4C and 4D, the exercises. We have talked about the theory of all these topics. So simple interest, the interest is equal to principal into interest rate into time, and amount will be principal plus interest. Compound interest, the amount is equal to P into bracket 1 plus I raised to N. And where we have talked about the rate of interest, and we've also talked about the conversion periods. Okay. Then we talked about the effective rate of interest, that is 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. Remember, in this also, you have to make sure that you change the I according to the conversions. Then we talked about CAGR. CAGR is when you are comparing between two time periods, okay? So Tn and T0, okay, we take some time period as base and Tn. So here we have Vtn upon Vt0 raised to 1 upon Tn minus T0 minus 1, okay? And then we took this example also, okay? Then we are talking now of annuity. In annuity, we said that you must know the present value formula, future value formula, then what is annuity types, and then annuity formulas for the same, and the annuity tables. Okay. So we talked about future. Okay, so I'll just revise the formula. Future value for a single cash flow is nothing but the formula for compound interest, which is equal to the CF into 1 plus I raised to N. Okay. So this is very similar to our A is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to N. As I told you, this is not into N but raised to N. Okay. So that was the first formula. Second formula, when we are talking about future value of annuity. So in this case, future value of annuity. If you're not able to remember in terms of like letters, so you can write down future value of annuity is equal to A, that is the amount that I pay as annuity, into 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 upon I. Okay, this is going to give me the future value. Okay, suppose I make an annuity of 100 rupees per year. So after 20 years, how much money will I receive at a certain rate of interest? Okay, so that is going to be given by this. Then we did sums on that. Then we have future value of annuity immediate, which says that for immediate, what you do, you carry on as if. So this is the formula. Oh, sorry. Future value of annuity immediate is future value of annuity regular, as if the normal formula I use, and into 1 plus I. This 1 plus I is the factor with which you must multiply. Okay, then we talked about the present value. Okay, so in present value, the normal cash flow, like we had the formula for compound interest, A is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to N. So this PV of a cash flow is simply this. P is equal to A upon 1 plus I raised to N. Okay, as we do the sums, you will be understanding it better. Then PV of an annuity regular. So in that case, we have V is equal to A. Okay, what is the amount of annuity? So you can write it also as PV of an annuity regular. Present value of annuity regular is equal to 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 upon I. Okay. This is similar to the future value. Okay, what is the difference in the formula? You just have to also multiply in the denominator by 1 raised to I raised to n. Okay, so even while you're writing down the formula in your formula notebook, I hope every one of you has prepared the formula notebook. In that, you should write it with a different colored pen so that it becomes very easy for you to remember future value of an annuity and future value of an annuity, then and present value of a annuity. Okay. And then for this, we write it as PNI. Okay, for this whole thing. For this bracket, we will write it as PNI. Okay, so you may, sometimes they may give you directly PNI and then you only have to multiply with the amount that you are putting as annuity. Okay. And for the annuity immediate, okay, present value of annuity immediate, you have to remember that n minus 1, you have to take it as n minus 1, and whatever value you get after calculation, you will add the cash payment. Okay. Okay, now we start with this exercise. Now let's see. Yes, Avni, Varun, Priyanka, Anuj, Dheeraj, Shraddha, V, Kalaivani, Amal, yes, Humera, Sania, Tambeshwari, Sunil Kumar, Divya. Yes, Jai Hind, Divya. Priyanka, yes, I've done whatever was the most important questions in 4B. I have already done that. हाँ साक्षी, ये वाला जो है ना, इसमें हिंदी में मैं क्या बोलूं बताइए आप? प्रेजेंट वैल्यू, फ्यूचर वैल्यू, तो इस जहाँ पे एक्सप्लेनेशन आएगा वहां जरूर मैं आपसे हिंदी में बात कर लूंगी, ठीक है? रेणुका, यस, एनी कुमारी, just check with your connection. Okay, Ansh has also done derivative. Okay, very good. Okay, just let me see. Can you see now? Just put on. Okay. Yes. Yes, Anjali, good morning. Good afternoon. Okay. So we are doing these sums, okay? First we'll do 4C. Okay. Just let's see. And then we'll do 4D. Okay. So what I have done here is, yes, Anjali, application will be done, okay? Why are you jumping, Just do what is first been taught, okay? Don't worry. We'll be doing everything. What is application? Application is leases, sinking fund. So for that, you must know what is future value, what is present value. Once you know that only the name changes, right? Okay, Anjali? Yes, Dilip, we'll learn how to identify which sum it is. So we'll just do the sums and then you will realize. और भी करवाया ना अंश का, लास्ट टाइम तो पूरा कर दिया, 8, 9, 10 सम भी किया उसका लास्ट वाले, सब करवा दिया। सारे सम्स तो नहीं हो सकते ना, सारे सम्स नहीं हो सकते, बहुत बड़े बड़े सम्स रहते हैं ना। Okay, so let us go to the first sum. This is present value of an annuity. Okay, so here in this question, you've already got, it's written present value of an annuity. Okay. Yes, Darshan, good afternoon. So the present value of an annuity of 3,000 for 15 years at 4.5% per annum. So I know that the present formula says that it is equal to the annuity into P of N and I. Okay, what does P of N and I here is? Annuity is how much? 3,000 into P of N is how much? 15 years and rate is 4.5%. Okay. Now, what happens is sometimes they will give you this value, but other times what will happen? Now I have to see 4.5. So I have just taken a screenshot of the index of the appendix tables that you have. So here can you see 4.5? Okay, 4.5. Okay, and this now this over here it is 1 plus I raised to n. Even if you can't see it, I'm writing it over here. And this is given as 1 plus I raised to minus n. Okay, they have given you both the values. Even if they have not given, if they give you only one values, also you know that, remember in indices we have done, okay, we have done 1 plus I raised to minus n is nothing but 1 plus I raised to n. Remember all this? Okay. So here they have given you the values. So what we do here is, now we try to find out. So what will this be? P of 15, 4.5% is nothing. This value, okay, this bracket over here, this is equal to 4.5 can be written as 4.5% can be written as 0.045. So 1 plus 0.045 will be equal to 1.045 raised to n minus 1. We are putting it over here upon 0.045, denominator 0.045 into 1.045 raised to n. N is how much? 15. So 1.045 raised to 15. This is also raised to 15. Okay. Now 1.045, this is 1 plus I, 1 plus 0.45. Okay. What is this giving me? This is giving me 1.045 raised to n. And what is this giving me? 1.045 raised to minus n. What is the value? This is the value. So what will this be? This will be equal to 1.9353 minus 1 upon 0.045 into 1.9353. Okay, how much is this coming to? Let's see. Chaitanya, no problem. Even if it is your first lecture, don't worry. Okay. Now we will solve this. This is equal to how much? Let's just see. This will be equal to 0.9353 divided by 0.045 divided by 1.9353. This should come to, I think, 10.7396. Okay. So PV is this much. So what will my answer be? I have to substitute, okay, over here. So present value will be equal to 3000 into 10.7393. This is 0.5. 0.045. So into 3000 is equal to 32 218. Okay, so this is equal to rupees 32,218 point, I'm getting 94, and 32,218.76. Okay, so we can safely say that B will be the correct answer. Yes, Anuj correct. Okay, and Dilip, Divya, yes, Avni option B, Kritika, Simran, Anuj. Yeah. सिमरन, आपको बताया हुआ है पहले भी कि आप YouTube पे जाके वहां पे क्वेश्चन डालिए, आपको जो नहीं समझ में आया तो वहां पे आप उसको लाइक कर दीजिए, वो मेरे वाले वीडियो को, और उसके नीचे आप क्वेश्चन डाल दीजिए, आपको जो भी नहीं समझे वहां पे मैं बता दूंगी. ओके, सो नाउ द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन. So the amount of annuity certain, and also Simran, just check in earlier videos also. Sometimes I've already taken that, but we, like, sometimes we join late or we are not able to get the internet. Then also we are not able to see that that problem has already been taken. Okay. Yes. The second sum, the amount of annuity certain of rupees 150 for 12 years at 3.5% is. Okay, so see, the first thing is they will either already give you. Now let us see. 150 rupees into 12. How much is this? This is 6,000 rupees, right? No, not 6,000, 18, sorry. 18,000 rupees, right? Answers are what? 2,000, 1,200, 2,000, 1,800. Okay. Can you see if it is the future value will be bigger amount and present value will be smaller amount. So here what is happening is, from this we make out that this sum is a sum of how much? Let me just write it again. Yes, 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 I'm repeating. 150 into 12. How much is this? Let us see. 150 into 12. How much is this? Rupees 1,800. Okay. So from this is 150 rupees per year into 12 years. Okay, where ये कहाँ से आया? 150 रुपए 12 सालों के लिए मुझे रखना है. मतलब हर साल मैं 150 रुपए अकाउंट में डालूंगी, तो उसका मतलब क्या होता है कि मैं मुझे एटलीस्ट 1,800 रुपए जो है मैंने उसमें डाले हैं. ये जो आंसर्स है वो 1,800 से दो आंसर्स तो उसके ऊपर है. तो इसीलिए जब ऐसे सम्स होते हैं तो आप इसको फ्यूचर वैल्यू का सम समझ के कीजिए. ओके, ये 1,800 से ये वाला भी ऊपर है और ये वाला भी ऊपर है, ये वाला नीचे है, नो डाउट अबाउट इट, या नन ऑफ दिस. सो पहले मैं देख लेती हूँ अगर मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? अमाउंट ऑफ एन्युटी. ओके, तो एन्युटी माने सब इकट्ठा. अगर उनको प्रेजेंट वैल्यू चाहिए रहता है तो यूजुअली वो लोग लिखते हैं वहां पे प्रेजेंट वैल्यू. ठीक है, तो हमने इसीलिए हमने इसको क्या सोचा है, फ्यूचर वैल्यू का सम समझ के करेंगे. सो व्हाट विल बी द फ्यूचर वैल्यू? फ्यूचर वैल्यू विल बी द एन्युटी अमाउंट into 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 upon I. Okay. So again, I have taken the help of your tables, and here can you see this is what? I is equal to 3.5%, which is nothing but 3.5%. And how many years do I have? 12 years. 12 years. So this is my 12 years. इस लाइन में मैं जाऊंगी और जहां पे 3.5% लिखा है उसके इधर आऊंगी, तो ये मुझे मिल जाएगा क्या? 1.035 रेस टू 12. ये वाला जो है मेरे को 1.035 रेस टू 12 मिल जाता है. ओके, सो हाउ मच इज दिस? 150, सॉरी. So this is 150 into, I will just put in the bracket, 1.035 raised to 12. 1 plus I. I is 3.5 raised to n. N is 12 minus 1 upon 0.035. Okay. So what do I get? This is equal to 150 into bracket 1.035 raised to 12 is how much? 1.5111. 1.5110 minus 1 upon 0.035. This is equal to 150 into ये जो bracket है वो कितना आता है देखते हैं. How much is that bracket? 0.5110 divided by 0.035. It is 14.6 into 150 आता है आंसर rupees 2190. So my A will be my correct answer. Okay. Yes, very good, Anuj, Divya, yeah, Priyanka, Rani, Ritika. Yes, Ritika, I hope you've understood now. You have to put in the formula, Ritika, and then you have to see the tables. From the table for PV and FV, you will see the values of 1 plus I raised to n or 1 plus I raised to minus n, whichever is needed. Yes, Varun. 150 into 12, that is 1800. Yes, Dilip. Yes. Yes, Anuj. Amrita. Amrita, I always talk first in English, only then it comes in Hindi. Okay? So you please pay attention when it is being explained in English. Okay? अनिल, आपकी बुक में कॉलम नहीं है मैंने समझा नहीं. Okay. See, Amrita, what happens is first we'll just see if it is not written whether it is present value or future value, and if you're confused what the logic can be. So I just took 150 rupees. I'm putting 150 rupees each year for 12 years. So 150 into 12 is 1800. I see that two of my options are greater than 1800. So I will use the future value formula and do. And also the language also says amount of annuity. Amount of annuity means usually the future value. Okay. So that is why this is the way we have to say you, and otherwise all the three options you would have been less than 1800. Then we could have said that maybe it is a present value sum. Yes, Ritika, clear now? Yes, Sana, this table is given in your book. If you have got the study material from module from the institute, the hard copy, you can see it in the appendix. If not, even on the website also, you can see after the statistics portion. In the last portion of statistics, if you go to the statistics section, the last will be appendix, and in that you will see this. So you can see this is on page number 8.6. So appendix page number 6. Okay. Okay. Yes, Kritika, good. Anil, good. Amrita, I hope your doubt is cleared. Anjali, yes, very good, Anjali. Priyanka also got the answer. Okay, now let us go to the third sum. Okay, for some sums I have given you, and after that we will be like you should be able to find it. I have given you the values here for ease of calculation. Now, a loan of 10,000 is to be paid back in 30 equal installments. The amount of each installment to cover the principal and 4% per annum is. So this is nothing but the amortization, application of amortization. Okay. Here we are talking of amortization. Okay, so we take everything, all the topics are covered. कहाँ चला गया? Yes. Okay, so a loan of 10,000 is taken. So Also, now in this question, how do I know what is to be done? I'm taking a loan. Am I taking it today or in the future? I'm taking it today. A loan of 10,000 is to be paid back in 30 installments. हमने लोन आज लिया है या बाद में लेने वाले हैं? A loan has to be paid means I'm taking it now. हाँ, अभी ले रहे हैं. So अभी ले रहे हैं और is a loan of 10,000 is to be paid back in 30 equal installments. Okay. So loan अभी ले रहे हैं. This is today. And I have to pay back in after 30 installments. How much will I have to pay back? 10,000 plus the interest on it. Okay. So means what? I have to say, this is the present value of the annuity amount. What is the annuity amount? It is the installment. What is the annuity amount? It is the installment. Okay. So, okay. Okay. मैंने आज लोन लिया और 30 हफ्ते के बाद मुझे वो 30 हफ्तों में मुझे उन्हें रिटर्न करना है. तो अगर मुझे वापस देने हैं पैसे जो मैंने उनसे उधार लिए, तो मैंने 10,000 उधार लिए तो 10,000 तो देने ही देने, उसके ऊपर का ब्याज भी देना है. और ये सब मुझे कितनों में कितना करना है? 30 किश्तों में अदा करना है. ठीक है. तो 30 किश्तों में अदा जब मुझे करना है तो मुझे वो मुझे चाहिए कि मुझे कितने मेरी जो एक एक किश्त है वो कितने अमाउंट की होगी, कितने पैसे लगेंगे उसके लिए, एक किश्त के लिए. ओके. The given question, what is being asked is that I have taken a loan of 10,000. I have to repay it in 30 installments. So obviously it's not 10,000 upon 30, right? Why? Because I have to also pay the interest. So 10,000 plus the interest that I have to pay, I want to pay it in equal installments. I don't want to, this month I'm paying 100 rupees, next month I'm paying 105 rupees. No. What I want is every month I pay a certain amount which will cover my principal as well as interest. Okay. So what is the present value? That is 10,000. Okay. And what is the amount? So you remember that we have V is equal to A, P, and I. This is the present value formula. Okay. What is P and I? Remember, P and I is equal to 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 upon I into bracket. बिल्कुल याद रखिएगा 1 plus I raised to n. ठीक है. So let us first calculate this value. And what we have to find here is this. This A I want to find out. This V I already know is 10,000. Okay. A I have to find out. Now let us find out this. What is the interest rate? 4%. What is the time period? 30. So I have 1.04 raised to 30 minus 1 upon 0.04 into 1.04 raised to 30. Okay. So this is equal to how much? 17.29. Okay. So this is A into 17.29. So I have A to be equal to 10,000 upon 17.29, which is giving me how much? Rupees 578.30. 578.30. So C will be the correct answer. Yes, Amrita. Very good. Anjali has got the correct answer. Amal has got, Anuj, Dheeraj. CI, Adhiraj, CI. Oh my. Don't forget, CI is what? Compound interest. Hmm? Because if it had been simple interest, the answer would have been different. So CI stands for compound interest. Good, you asked. Is that clear? Yes, Priyanka, Ritika, Humera, Avni. Yeah, very good, very good. So many of you answering so well. Okay. This 1.04 raised to 30. Let us see how much is this. This is 3.2433. I will just show it also here. This calculation is 3.2433 minus 1 upon 0.04 into 1 point, into 3 point. Okay. Upon 3.2433. This is equal to 2.2433 upon 0.04 into 3.2433. Okay. Yes, clear. Dilip also, Renuka also. Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay. जल्दी जल्दी से चैट बॉक्स में डाल दीजिएगा कि आपको समझा है कि नहीं। और आपको कुछ भी रहेगा तो यूट्यूब में जो इसका लाइव टेलीकास्ट होने के बाद वहां पे आपको वो वीडियो दिखता है। तो आप ICAI लाइव पे जाके वहां पे फाउंडेशन वाले जो जितने भी वीडियोस है उसमें जाके आज का जो है उसको आप लाइक भी कर दीजिएगा। और उसके नीचे आपको कोई भी डाउट है वो भी आप लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है। So now fourth question. A is given to you as 1200, N is given as 12, I is given as 0.08 and V is asked. Here see very nicely they've already given you the formula because they want to check whether you are able to calculate or not. So what is this formula? Okay. What happens is I should not get worried कि ये पता नहीं नया formula कहाँ से आ गया. Okay. I should not get worried if I see something different. If you solve this, you will see, okay, if you solve this, you will see that this is nothing but the same formula for PV. Okay. So let us see now. What I have done is 1 plus n raised to n. That is, what is my, this thing? 1.08. This is 1 plus I, not n. 1.08 raised to 12 is how much? 2.5181. Okay. And 1.08 raised to minus 12 is nothing but 0.3971. Okay. So now they've already given me the formula and they're asking me to find V. So what is V? V is equal to A upon I into bracket 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus I raised to n. Okay. Which is equal to how much is A? 1200. How much is I? 0.08 into bracket 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus I raised to n. This is nothing but A upon I. Okay, remember your indices. 1 minus 1 plus I raised to minus n. आपको बिल्कुल नहीं समझ में आ रहा हो तो ये वैल्यू डाल के उसको आप 1 अपॉन कर सकते हैं, लेकिन ये आपको डायरेक्टली मिल रहा है। 1 अपॉन 1 प्लस आई विल बी दिस इज इक्वल टू 1 माइनस 0.3971. So let us see how much is this. 1 minus 0.3971 is equal to 1200 into 0.6029 upon 0.08 into 1200 is equal to this divided by 0.08. So this is giving me rupees 9043.50. Okay, so D will be the correct answer. Yes, Chaitanya, Humera, very good. Anuj has got the answer. Yes. Kritika, Dilip, Amrutha, Avni. Yeah, very good, very good. Okay. So sometimes you don't even have to learn any formula. They have already given you the formula. Now fifth question. A is 100, N is 10, I is 5%. Find the uh, future value of the annuity using the formula. Okay, they have already given you the formula. Again the same thing. FP is equal to A upon 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. Mhm. Now how much is A? A is 100. How much is 1 plus I raised to N? 1.6289 minus 1, which is equal to 100 upon 0.6289. 100 divided by 0.6289. This is equal to, what formula have they given? I think there is some printing mistake. This is not the formula, no? I think there is some printing mistake. We'll take the normal formula. Because this is going to give you 100 upon this is going to give you what? 150. There is some mistake in this thing. We'll take the normal formula. There's some printing error over there. Okay. We know what the formula of future value is. A into bracket 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 upon I. Okay. So what is this? This is 100. What is 1 plus I? 1.05. Because I is 5%, N is 10. Raised to 10 minus 1 upon 0.05, which is equal to 100 into 1.6289 minus 1 upon 0.05. This is equal to 100 into 0.6289 upon 0.05. Let me see now. 100 into 0.6289 is equal to 62 divided by 0.05. It is equal to rupees 1257.80. So A will be your correct answer. Okay. Okay, don't worry about this formula. There's some printing error. In the exam, there will not be a printing error. Okay, so don't worry. हाँ ना, फ्यूचर वाले से हो सकता है. डिवाइड आई से करना था, वो वहां पे कुछ गलत दिया है शायद. यस. ओके, कृतिका, अवनी, वरुण, अंजलि, अनुज, अमृता, दिलीप. No, Dilip, that's what I'm saying. If that formula was correct, then we would have got 159, which you have got. So this is not the case. Ritika, for which value we have to take the 4%? Okay, see, she's asking in this, when do I have to take 4%? The 4% will be when it is when compounded semi-annually. Okay. Here, the compounding is nothing is given. That means when nothing is given, it means it is annual. Okay, clear? Yes. Renuka, Nancy, Chaitanya. Yeah. Rounding off is not a issue. This formula was incorrect. There you are getting 159, but the answer is 1257 or 1258. So that much is okay. Okay, that rounding off you will be able to do. Find the amount of annuity. Okay, again amount of annuity. What should it be? Future value or present value? Quickly put on the in the chat box. What should I write? Future value or present value? Yes, very fast. Sixth question. What should I write? Yes, very good, very good. Anuj. So, future value. Future value will be what? A into 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 upon I. What is my this thing? Find the amount of annuity after 25 years at 5% per annum compound interest is, if the amount is 50,000, the annuity will be. Okay, so they've already given me that this amount is 50,000. Okay, they've already given me that this amount is 50,000. They are asking us to find the amount of annuity. What is the rate of interest? So this is 1.05. How many years? 25 years. Minus 1 upon 0.05. Okay. This 1.05 raised to 25 is 3.3864. So this is equal to A into 3.3864 minus 1 upon 0.05. Okay, so how much is this? So this is 47.728 times A is equal to 50,000. Is equal to 50,000. So A is equal to 50,000 upon 47.728. Just check with the calculation also, okay? 50,000 divided by 47.728. 1047.6. Yes. So rupees 1047.60, which is the nearest 1047. Okay. See, again, they are trying to confuse. This is 1406 and this is 1047. So just be careful with what options you are putting as correct. Yes. Yes, very good, Kinjal. Very good. अनिल देखिए, अभी लास्ट टाइम वाला सेकंड सब में भी मैंने लिखवाया था कि ये अमाउंट ऑफ एन्युटी बोलेंगे तो वो फ्यूचर वैल्यू आपको निकालनी है. यस. रानी, सौम्या, अनुज, दिलीप, सना. या यस. अंजलि, सेम फॉर्मूला विच वी यूज फॉर क्वेश्चन 5. या okay, same value. The formula is for future value. Okay. Yes, Varun, B is correct. Amal, Kinjal, Avni, Soumya, Rani, Humaira, Priyanka. Yeah, very good. So now let us go to the seventh sum. Given annuity of rupees 100 amounts to 3137.12 at 4.5% per annum, the number of years will be. Okay. अभी क्या हो गया है कि उन्होंने ये बता दिया कि मेरे किस्त कितनी है, 100 रुपए की है. वो टोटल अमाउंट कितनी हो जाएगी, 3137 हो जाएगी. तो अभी हम मेरे को मैं चाहती हूँ मुझे ये पता लगे कि कितने सालों में ये होगा, कि अगर मैं 100 रुपए हर साल डालूं तो कितने सालों में मुझे 3137 रुपीज मिलेंगे. ओके, तो 3000 रुपए तक के लिए मुझे कितने साल 100 रुपए डालने पड़ेंगे. ओके. In the given question, what has happened is, what is being asked is, what is the scenario? I'll first tell you the scenario is that every year I am depositing 100 rupees into my bank account. Okay. What do I expect that after some time this amount should become 3137. Okay. That is my expectation. Now, at the rate of interest of 4.5%, how many years will I have to put 100 rupees every year to get 3,137? That is the question. Okay. So given annuity of 100 rupees. Given annuity of 100 rupees. Annuity kitni hai? 3137. Okay. So future value is equal to annuity into 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 upon I. ये annuity की value कितनी दी है? 3137.12. What is the annuity? 100 रुपए. This is the A. Okay. And what is the rate of interest? 4.5%. So this is equal to 1.045 raised to n, because I don't know what the value of n is. Minus 1 upon 0.045. Okay. So let me first solve the left hand side. So 100 upon 0.045. 100 divided by 0.045 is 3137.12 is equal to 2222.22 into bracket 1.045 raised to n minus 1. This is in the bigger bracket. I'll just change the color so that you understand. What I have done, I have taken this 100 and this 0.45 and I have solved this. Okay, that is how much 100 divided by 0.045 is giving me this much. So now I have 1.045 raised to n minus 1 is equal to, now this number is going to come into this denominator. Okay, so 3137.12 upon 2222.22. So how much is this? 3.37.12 divided by 2222.22. 1.4117. 1 point, this is also 1. 1.4117. So I have 1.045 raised to n minus 1 as this. So now what I do is, I take this minus 1, I take it to this side. So I get 1.045 raised to n. Minus 1, when it goes to the other side, it will become plus 1. So this is 1.4117 plus 1. So 1.045 raised to n is equal to 2.4117. Okay. Now you remember your log tables? Okay, here. 1.045 raised to n is equal to 2.4117. Okay. Taking logs on both sides. What will I get? Remember this? Log of a raised to m is equal to m log a. That is what we are going to do. So n log 1.045 is equal to log 2.4117. Okay. Now n log of 1.045. Okay. log table दिए रहेंगे आपको वहां से देखना है. log of 1.045 कितना है? 0 यहाँ दिया है. देखिए मैंने आपको दे के रखा है ये वाला. This is 0.019116. Okay. And log 1.045 इतना आएगा, which is equal to log of 2.4117. Log of 2.4117 is this much. 0.382324. तो n कितना हुआ? n हुआ 0.382324 upon 0.019116. Okay. So let us see how much is that. 0.382324 divided by 0.019116, which is equal to 20 years. Okay. So answer is B. ओके, थैंक यू अनुज, थैंक यू। अनुज लिख रहे हैं कि मैम आपके कॉन्सेप्ट की वजह से सारे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जाते हैं, और मैम आपकी क्लास का वेट करता रहता हूँ हमेशा। थैंक यू अनुज। स्टूडेंट्स लाइक यू मेक माय डे। ओके, आई रियली वांट ऑल ऑफ यू टू लव मैथ्स, एंड व्हेन स्टूडेंट्स लाइक यू गिव सच गुड कमेंट्स, it really helps boost me up to do much better. Okay. Okay. Now, Anil is asking, can we solve this from the options? Okay, you can do that also. Okay, you can do that. But then one, two, three, three times you have to calculate. Now, the option B is correct, so no problem. Second time में आपको पता लग जाएगा. Okay, so if you are not comfortable with logs, you can do it with the options also. Here, what you will have to do, you will have to solve it with the रेस टू 25, रेस टू 20, ऐसे कर करके आपको सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. वो मेरा पेपर में आपको टेबल्स मिल जाते हैं, लेकिन बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस में ये दिया रहता है. लॉग की वैल्यू देंगे, या 1 + i की वैल्यू रेस टू n की वैल्यू दे देंगे. ठीक है ना. और नहीं दिया रहेगा तो आपको टेबल्स तो मिलते ही हैं, वहां आप बस हाथ ऊपर कीजिए, इन्विजिलेटर आपको आके टेबल्स दे देंगे. ठीक है, टेबल्स मिलते हैं, आपको बिल्कुल चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है. यस अवनी, हुमेरा, अनुज, कृतिका, यस दिव्या, नांसी, श्रद्धा, अनिल, सौम्या, दिव्या, चैतन्य. Yes, Chaitanya is saying the explanations are very helpful. Thank you. Simran, I need answers from you too also. Okay, don't yeah, try to solve it as fast as you can. Hmm? Okay. Eighth question, exercise 4C. A company borrows 10,000 on condition to repay it with compound interest at 5% by annual installments of 1,000 each. The number of years by which the debt will be cleared is. गौरव कब किया है? अभी किया है. हम्म. हमें क्या निकालना है? लोन इंस्टॉलमेंट. आई हैव टू फाइंड द लोन इंस्टॉलमेंट. Okay. Which formula do I use when I want to find out the loan installment? Yes. Can anybody tell me, will I use PV or FP in this case when I want to find the loan installment? अभी वाला क्वेश्चन किया था ना हमने. कौन सा वाला किया था? यहाँ पे वर्डिंग क्या था? अमाउंट ऑफ एन्युटी. सो वी डिड FB. ओके. लोन ऑफ 10,000 इज टू बी पेड बैक. तो ये इंस्टॉलमेंट वाला सम किया था, राइट? सो विच फॉर्मूला डिड वी यूज? यस, किंजल, PV फॉर्मूला. Very good. So, what is the PV formula says? The present value of an annuity is A into bracket 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 upon I into 1 plus I raised to n. Okay. This is also written as A, P, N, R. Okay. Now, see. What is PV? 10,000. Okay. A is, I don't know, what is the loan amount? Okay. So I can write it like this also. So it is up to you. You can do it this way, or you can use directly A is equal to PV upon PNI. Okay. That is also the formula. तो लेकिन दो फॉर्मूले याद रखने से अच्छा, मुझे मालूम है लोन के लिए ये वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करना है, जस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट. ओके. सो A into bracket, interest is 5%, so this is 1.05 raised to how many? No, they're asking you the years. Okay, right. Okay. Just let me check. नहीं बचती ना फिर बाद में. I'll write a little smaller so that we can fit everything. So, what is this 10,000? This 10,000 is my PV. What is this? This is my A installment. Okay. This is my I. What do I need? I need N. Okay. I need to find N is equal to how much? So, I have PV to be equal to 10,000 is equal to 1,000 into bracket 1.05 raised to N minus 1 upon 0.05 into 1.05 raised to n. Now 10,000, ये जो 1,000 है ना, वो मैं नीचे लेके जाती हूँ. Okay? Because there is a multiplication here, I can take it to the other side. This will be 10,000 upon 1,000. How much is 10,000 upon 1,000? That I know is 10. 10 is equal to 1.05 raised to n minus 1 upon 0.05 into 1.05 raised to n. Okay. So now what I will do, I will cross multiply. Okay. This I will multiply with this 10. So what will I get? This is equal to 10 into 0.05 into 1.05 raised to n to be equal to 1.05 raised to n minus 1. Now how much is 10 into 0.05? 10 into 0.05 is 0.5. Okay. So 10 into this will be 0.5 into 1.05 raised to n is equal to 1.05 raised to n minus 1. ओके. अभी क्या हो जाता है, ये इतना सब देख के हमको डर लगने लगता है कि अभी मैं इसका n का क्या करूं, ये तो एक्सपोनेंशियल में है, ये तो सीधे सीधे ऐड सब्ट्रैक्ट होता नहीं है. लेकिन आपको बिल्कुल डरना नहीं. अब जो मैं स्टेप बता रही हूँ आपको बहुत अच्छे से देख लेना है एक बार, और फिर आपको ये बस समझ लेना है. कुछ मगिंग या याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. टू जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड. सी नाउ what is happening here is, once I get this type of questions, when I reach this stage, I sometimes panic, I feel, now what should I do, because now I have two numbers which are in exponential and there is a minus one also. Okay, so what step I'm going to do, I'm going to mark it in red, and you have to just understand, so that next time you have to do this step you will know, okay, how to do it. This is also 1.05 raised to n. This is also 1.05 raised to n. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this to this side. Okay, and I'm going to take the minus 1 to this side. When minus 1 crosses the line, it will become plus 1. And when 0.5 crosses the line, it will become minus. Okay. So what I have is 1.05. Okay, how it will look like, 1.05 raised to n minus this 0.5, it will become plus, will become minus 0.5. 1.05 raised to n is equal to 1. Okay. I will take out, okay, taking out 1.05 raised to n as common. Okay, as common. What will I get? I will get 1.05 raised to n. इस नंबर में से 1.05 raised to n, ये जो है ना 1.05 raised to n, if I take that outside the bracket, what will remain here? 1 is going to remain here. So when I take out from there 1.05, I will get 1 minus from this term. From this term, when I take out 1.05 raised to n, I get 0.5. which is equal to 1. Okay, understood? Now what will this be? This is simply 0.05. 0.5 is equal to 0.5 into 0.5 into 1.05 raised to n is equal to 1. Okay. So this will become 1.05 raised to n is equal to 1 upon 0.5. How much is 1 upon 0.5? It is 2. Okay. So what I have to do is now taking logs on both sides. Taking logs on both sides. What will I get? I will get n log 1.05 is equal to log 2. What is log of here? Log of 1.05 is this much. So 0.21189 into n is equal to 0.3010. And n will be equal to 0.3010 upon 0.021189. Now how much is this? 0.3010 divided by 0.021189 is equal to 14.2 years. Okay. Is that clear? Yes, future value present. मेरा ये वाला स्टेप आप ना वापस वीडियो देख लेना. ये वाले है ना 1.05 रेज टू एन माइनस 0.05. यहाँ से आपको वो 0.5 आता है. 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. Okay. Now, this being the case, I will now tell you the shortcut also. See, here it is 14.2, 10 and 12. Okay, let me see some place where I can write. Which sum is this? Okay, this is my sum. This is the sum we are doing. Now what happens here is, I will show you how you can do it with the option also. Now this is 14.2, this is 10 and this is 12. Let me, because I can't use 14.2 directly. So what I will do, I will try with 14. Okay. So what is this? Formula is 1000 into 1.05 raised to 14 minus 1 upon 0.05 into 1.05 raised to 40. Okay. Now I can, see the tables. Let me see if I have the tables. Okay, 5%. 5% for how many years is this? 5%, that I don't know. Okay. For 14 years. Okay. 5% for 14 years, I get 1.9799. Okay. 1.9799. 1.9799. Okay. Right, right. Yeah. Okay. 1.9799. So this is equal to 1.9799 minus 1 upon 0.05 into 1.9799. Okay. And this whole thing is multiplied by 1000. So let us see. This will be equal to how much? 0.979 divided by 0.05 is equal to this much divided by 1.9799 is equal to 98. Okay, so this division gives me 9898 into 1000. 9898 into 1000 will give me 9.98. Okay, 9.98 into this will be giving me 9898 rupees. Okay, what is the loan amount? The loan amount is 10,000. This is very near 10,000. Okay, this and this are matching, so therefore this will be the answer. If you want to do it with the option, also you can do it. Okay, all you have to do is take this 14.2 because it's decimal. So that is why if I want to refer to the table, or you can also use solve this using the log table. Okay, but directly if I look at the tables, so when I try to solve the first option, only I'm getting nearly 10,000 rupees. So this will be the correct answer. Is that clear? Yes, all clear? Omkar, how to prepare for this? Preparing for maths is only about practice. You should be able to practice well, then you will be getting it. Okay. So let us take a short break and then we'll come back after 10 minutes and then we'll do the further sums. We see where did my sums go. Okay, so we are here. So either you can use this method, take the logs at the end and do it. Okay, this is also very simple. Some people, I don't know why they keep telling students, "Hey, बहुत difficult है, option से ही करो." ओके, इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विथ ऑप्शंस ठीक है, लेकिन अगर ए और बी में से आंसर आया तो अच्छी बात है। जो सिंपल होते हैं ना, जैसे लॉग टेबल्स वाले हैं या रेशियोज प्रोपोर्शन वाले सम्स, उसमें बहुत जल्दी से पता लग जाता है। वो इंट्यूटिवली जज करने के लिए पहले आपको ये सब मालूम होना चाहिए। ओके, what I'm trying to say is options are a very good way of scoring marks and doing it faster. But for that, you should be able to have a judgment. And for that, practice with solving also. Okay, sometimes because if D, none of these is the answer. If C is the answer, you are spending so much time reaching there. Okay, so yes, in this sum, like it is 14.2, 10 years, 12 years, the answers are very scattered. So it becomes easy for you to solve it. So and here, right in the first option itself, we are getting the answer. Then it is okay. Okay. So both methods are correct. Long method also and short method also. So depending on your confidence about yourself, you should see whether and depending on the question itself, which questions to solve by options, which should solve by actually solving, you have to make a decision. Okay. So let us take a break. ब्रेक ले ले। Welcome back, everybody. So let us see all this. The next sum. I hope you've understood this. You know what you do? You can go back on the YouTube. Okay, once you this video starts, and what you can do is reduce the speed. Okay, you can reduce the speed so that all this that is taking place you can see at a lesser speed, and once you see it at a lesser speed you will be able to make out what are the steps I have done. Then you can always pause, just write it down again for yourself. Okay, so it's not lengthy, it is lengthy. Why? Because I'm trying to explain it to you. Otherwise, if you see, this whole thing can be done very easily. Let me see if there is any place. Okay, now just let me take this example. I can understand you people feeling that way, but you don't have to worry. This is because I'm explaining, I'm writing all the steps. When you are doing, because it is an MCQ, so you don't have to show the steps to prove that you know it. Okay, so see, I will just show you how it happens when you are doing it on your own. See, what have they given? They have given us that loan is how much? 10,000. What is the annuity that I'm paying? 1,000 per month, per year, sorry, or per installment. Let me not confuse you. Okay. This is rupees 1,000 per installment. Okay. And what is the rate of interest? 5%. Okay. Now, what happens here is, if I write it down like this, okay, this is just the example I'm trying. Don't see the above formula. What I have is 10,000 is equal to 1,000 into bracket 1 plus 1.05 1.05 raised to n minus 1 upon 0.05 into 1.05 raised to n. Okay. So immediately what I do, I take this. What I will do is 1,000 I will divide by 0.05. Okay. This 1,000 I will divide by this 1,000 I will divide by 0.05. How much do I get? This becomes 20,000. Okay. And what do I have left with? 1.05 raised to n minus 1 upon 1.05 raised to n. And this is equal to 10,000. Okay. Now what I do? I take this 20,000 down there. So this is 10,000 upon 20,000, which is equal to 1 half, which is equal to half. ठीक है, ये 20,000 है, वो इसके नीचे लेके गए तो आपको क्या हो जाएगा? 1,000 10,000 अपॉन 20,000 विच इज इक्वल टू हाफ, विच इज इक्वल टू 0.5. हाँ, किसी ने पूछा था ना 0.5 कहाँ से आया? दिस इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? 1.05 रेज टू n माइनस 1 अपॉन 1.05 रेज टू n. ठीक है. If you are not comfortable still with this raise to, what you can do it, put 1.05 raised to n as equal to x. Okay. I'm showing you the simpler method. 0.5 will be equal to 1.05 raised to n as x. X minus 1 upon x. Very simple. Cross multiply. What do I have? 0.5x is equal to x minus 1. I take this 0.5 here and minus 1 here. So this becomes x minus 0.5x is equal to 1. x minus 0.5x is 0.5x. 1 minus 0.5 is this is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 upon 0.5. What is 1 upon 0.5? It is equal to 2. 1 divided by half is 2. Now I can put. Okay, now I put. What is my x? 1.05 raised to n. So I have now put 1.05 raised to n is equal to 2. I take logs on both sides. Okay, so n log 1.05 is equal to log 2. 1.05 log I have already told you, and log of 2 is 0.3010, and you can get the answer. Okay, so both methods, like why I'm writing so many steps is because I want you to understand each step. Once you've understood, see, you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 steps, maximum 5 steps, you will get the answer. Okay, so don't worry about the length. Yes, Renuka, Anush, good, you've understood. Right, right. Okay, so now let us go to the 10th sum. Mr. Paul borrows 20,000 on the condition to repay it at compound interest of 5% in annual installments of 2,000 each. The number of years of debt. Okay, so see, now this is a very good time to practice. Same question. Okay, same question is there, only the amounts have changed. The language is same. What is the loan amount? In this case, it is 20,000. What is the installment amount? Installment amount is 2,000. What is the rate of interest? 5%. What are they asking you to find? How many installments I need to pay? Okay, that is what they are asking you. Okay, so let me see. This is 20,000 is equal to 2,000 into bracket 1.05 raised to n minus 1 upon 0.05 into 1.05 raised to n. Okay. I divide this 2000 by 0.05. Okay. I divide the 2000 divided by 0.05. It becomes 40,000. So 20,000 is equal to 40,000 into 1.05 raised to n minus 1 upon 1.05 raised to n. Okay, so I take now to the denominator of this. So I get 1.05 raised to n minus 1 upon 1.05 raised to n to be equal to 20,000 upon 40,000. How much is this? 20,000 upon 40,000 is again 0.5. Now I cross multiply. So I have 1.05 raised to n minus 1 is equal to 0.5 into 1.05 raised to n. Okay, so for those who are finding it difficult, let 1.05 raised to n be equal to x. So x minus 1 is equal to 0.5 times x. So, or x minus 0.5x is equal to 1, or 0.5x is equal to 1, or x is equal to 1 upon 0.5, which is equal to 2. Okay, now therefore 1.05 raised to n, okay, therefore x, which is equal to 1.05 raised to n, is equal to 2. Taking logs on both sides, I will get n log 1.05 is equal to 2 log 2, which is equal to 0.3010. And so I have log of 1.05 is how much? I think 0.21189. Have I written? Log of 0.021189. So n into 0.021189 is equal to 0.3010. So n will be equal to 0.3010 upon 0.021189. 0.3010 divided by 0.021189, 14.2 years. Okay, so D will be the correct answer. Yes, Kritika, Rani, Avni, Nancy. Okay, I hope everybody else has now followed. Yes, Soumya, clear? Yeah. The 12th question here is the present value of an annuity of 5,000 per annum for 12 years. So what are they asking you to find out? Present value of an annuity. Okay, present value of an annuity which is equal to 5,000 into, what is it? 1.04 raised to 12 minus 1 upon 0.04 into 1.04 raised to 12. This is a direct question. Now this is 5,000 into 1.04 raised to 12 is 1.6010 upon 0.04 into 1.6010 minus 1. Okay. This is equal to okay, this is equal to 5,000 into 0.6010 upon 0.04 into 1.6010 0.06404 0.6010 divided by 0.06404 is 9.3. This is equal to 5,000 into 9.3847 into 5,000 is equal to rupees 46,923.797. 46,923. 46. So this D will be the correct answer. Yes, Anjali, D is the correct answer. Anuj, Avni, yes. Okay. So this was the simple question also. Now let us see the 13th sum. Okay. I'm trying to solve as many unsolved sums are there because the solved examples you can, you can always refer to. I will be taking them also. But these are the sums sometimes where you get stuck and there's nobody to help you. So I'm trying to solve as many unsolved questions as possible. Okay. A person desires to create a fund to be invested at 10% per annum to provide for a price of rupees 300 every year. Using B is equal to A upon I, find the value of B. Okay. अगर ऐसे क्वेश्चन आ जाए ना तो अपनी तो बल्ले बल्ले हो जाए. What are they saying? They're saying use V is equal to A upon I. Okay. So, person desires to create a fund to be invested at 10% per annum to provide for a price of 300 rupees every year. Means what? How much interest should I earn? Interest to be earned on the amount, on the investment at the rate of 10% should be equal to rupees 300. Okay. So, what is the value of investment? They have directly given you. इसको तो आपको कैलकुलेटर की भी जरूरत नहीं, आपको कुछ नहीं, आपको सिर्फ अच्छे से पढ़ना है. Is A upon I? What is A? 300. What is I? 10%. 300 upon 10 is how much? Rupees 3000. So C will be the correct answer. ठीक है? Yes, very good. Now let us go to exercise 4D. If P is given, N is given, R is given, they are asking you to find the compound interest. Usually my formula for compound interest is A is equal to P 1 plus I raised to N. Okay. So what will be my compound interest? It will be A minus P. Okay. So let's see. How much will this be? This will be equal to P into bracket 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. Okay. So how much is P? P is how much? 1000. This will be 1.05 raised to 4 minus 1. How much is 1.05 raised to 4? 1.215506 minus 1. This is equal to how much? This is 1000 into 0.215506. 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is, what is the compound interest? It is equal to rupees 215.51. Okay, which is the answer? A will be the correct answer. Yes, Kinjal correct, Avni correct, Dilip correct. Okay, third. Okay, these are the types. This type of sums, I think you get a little confused. So let us go into this type of sums. The time in which a sum of money will double at 5% per annum. Okay, money doubles means interest earned is equal to the principal. So amount will be equal to principal plus interest, which is equal to 2P. Okay. So 2P is equal to P into 1.05 because 5% raised to N. N is what I want to find out. So this P and P will get cancelled. Okay. So I have 2 is equal to 1.05 raised to N. Okay. Or 1.05 raised to N is equal to 2. Taking logs on both sides. Okay, taking logs on both sides, I have N log 1.05 is equal to log 2. Log 2 I already know is 0.3010. Okay. How much is 1.05? Log of 1.05 is N into 0.021189. So N will be equal to 0.3010 upon 0.021189, which is nothing but 14.2 years. Okay. I hope all of you can appreciate that sums become that you are able to solve the sums faster once you get the grip of the answer. Okay. Yes, Sumera, Rani, Soumya, Dilip, Anuj, Kritika, Avni. Yes. Okay. Let us go to the fourth sum. A is given, N is given, R is given. Okay. In this sum, A is given, amount is given, number of years is given, rate is given. What are they asking you to find out? They are asking you to find the principal. Or for which principal will I get the amount to be 10,000 in 18 years at 4% rate of interest? यहाँ पे क्या पूछा है कि ऐसा कितना पैसा मुझे आज जमा करने पड़ेंगे 18 साल के लिए। सिंगल कैश फ्लो है, मतलब एक ही बार में रखने हैं। कितना पैसा मुझे मैं आज यहाँ पे जमा करूं ताकि 18 साल के बाद 10,000 मिले। बहुत बार जैसे बच्चों का जब जन्म होता है ना, तो जैसे नामकरण के समय लोग पैसे देते, तो आजकल वो बहुत है, जो अच्छी बात है कि कैश देने के बजाय आप फिक्स डिपॉजिट का रिसीट दे दीजिए। तो उसमें जी मैं चाहती हूँ कि 18 साल का जब बच्चा हो तो उसको 10,000 रुपए मिले। अगर मेरी बैंक मुझे सिर्फ 4% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दे रही है, तो मुझे कितना पैसा आज वहां पे जमा करना पड़ेगा, जिसकी वजह से जब वो 18 साल का होगा तो उससे 10,000 मिलेंगे। ओके। Like when baby is born, sometimes the family and friends would like to give cash. So in that case, many times nowadays what happens is they give a FD receipt, so that once the child turns 18 years of age, that time he can get a good lump sum of money. So in this case, at 4% rate of interest, if I put a lump sum amount, I want the child to get 10,000 when he turns 18. So what is that amount that I must invest right now? So this is the how we are going to do it. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus I raised to N. What is A? 10,000. What is P? I don't know. And 1 plus I, 1.04 raised to 18. Or P is equal to 10,000 upon 1.04 raised to 18. So this is nothing but 10,000 upon 1.04 raised to 18 is 2.025817. So how much will this be? 10,000 divided by 2.025817, which is equal to rupees 4936.28. So 49. So D will be the correct answer. Very good. Dheeraj, Priyanka, Rani, Anuj, Dilip, Kritika, Kinjal. Yes. Okay. Let us go to the seventh sum now. Okay. Just make sure that you're going to the seventh sum, because some sums, they keep repeating. So I would like to now go to the little the application sums also. A person bought a house paying 20,000 cash down and 4,000 at the end of each year for 25 years at 5% per annum. The cash down price is, see, cash down price is what the down payment plus the PV of installments. Cash down price means, see, there are two ways I can purchase a house. Suppose the house is costing 50 lakhs of rupees. I have 50 lakhs of rupees with me. I give it and then I can purchase it that way. But if I don't have that cash, that much of cash, what I do normally is I pay 20% in cash. Cash means even a check, and the remaining amount I take as loan. Okay. So when I take as loan, what the value of the house will be, it will be more expensive for me because I have now to pay interest also. तो कैश डाउन प्राइस माने कि अगर मेरे पास कैश होती और मैं उसको देती तो मेरे को इंटरेस्ट नहीं लगता ना, तो अगर मेरे पास कैश है तो मैं बिल्डर्स को क्या बोलूंगी कि नहीं देखिए मैं तो कैश दे रही हूँ, आप मुझे थोड़ा कम करके बताइए। तो फिर मुझे लोन इंस्टॉलमेंट की बात नहीं रहती, मुझे सिर्फ कैश वैल्यू चाहिए, तो दैट इज द कैश वैल्यू। So how much is the down payment? Down payment is 20,000 plus I have to find the PV of the installments at the end of each year, that I have to find out. Okay. So 4,000 rupees into P of 25 years and 5%. Okay. So let us see. P of 25 and 5%. This is equal to 1.05 raised to 25 minus 1 upon 0.05 into 1.05 raised to 25. How much is this? 3.386355 minus 1 upon 0.05 into 3.38635. I think this is coming to 14.09394. Okay. So what will be the cash down payment? Cash down price will be equal to 20,000 plus 4,000 into 14.09394, which is equal to, and you can do those calculations, 0.09394 into 4,000, which is equal to 20,000 plus 375.76. If I add 20,000 to this amount, what will I get? Rupees 76,375.76. 76,375. Okay, so C will be the answer. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to do this calculation and see. So you will get the answer. Yes, Dheeraj, Nancy, Avni, Priyanka, Anuj, Rani, Kritika. Okay. ये सॉल्व करने में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है, आप जैसे जैसे प्रैक्टिस करेंगे आपको जल्दी जल्दी कर पाएंगे आप। ओके, सो दैट इज पॉसिबल। ओके कृतिका, लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो यू गॉट द करेक्ट आंसर, वेरी गुड। दिस ऑल्सो यू गॉट करेक्ट। ओके, यस। A man purchased a house valued at 3 lakh. He paid 2 lakh at the time of purchase and agreed to pay the balance with interest at 12% per annum, compounded half yearly. Okay, so this is what I'm telling you. In 20 equal half yearly installments. If the first installment is paid after 6 months from the date of purchase, then the amount of each installment is. Okay. So in this case, the important thing to remember is interest is compounded semi-annually. So compounded half yearly means semi-annually. So my rate is not 12%. I will take it as 6%. Okay. So this 3 lakh rupees house, 2 lakh I have paid in cash. And this 1 lakh I have to pay in 20 equal installments. Okay. The amount of each installment. So I want to find out the amount of installment. So amount of PV is equal to A into PNI. What is the PV? The PV is 1 lakh rupees. What is A? I don't know. And this I have to find out. Okay. So what is the rate of interest? 1.06. 6% and not 12%. How many installments? 20 installments. Minus 1 upon 0.06 into 1.06 raised to 20. Okay. So how much is this? This is equal to A into 11.46992. When I solve this, this is going to give me 11.46992. So I have 11.46992 A to be equal to how much? 1 lakh of rupees. So A will be equal to 1 lakh upon 11.46992. Now how much is this? 1 lakh divided by 11.46992 is equal to rupees 8718.46. 8718. So A will be the correct answer. Yes, Anuj, correct. So this will be the. So here, what is the most important thing you have to see is that the rate of interest is not 12%. I have to take it as 6%. Why? Because it is compounded every half year. Now let us go to the applications. Yes. What is a sinking fund? A sinking fund is an account set up to build up enough funds over a period of time to pay off a future debt or to replace a high cost item. Regular deposits are made into the sinking funds to cover the projected outlay. Regular deposit means what? There is an annuity element. Okay. Sinking fund, as per the book also, it is the fund credited for a specified purpose by way of sequence of periodic payment, okay, over a period of time. So, size of the sinking fund, how much will you accumulate will depend upon P into A into NI, okay, where A is the amount to be saved and P is the periodic N payments. So the example that is solved in the book, I'm taking it just now. How much amount is required to be invested every year so as to accumulate 3 lakh at the end of 10 years if the interest is compounded annually at 10%. Okay, so what is sinking fund? Sinking fund is future value formula. What I'm going to do for sinking fund, I'm going to use the future value formula. So what is it? What is the future value? 3 lakh is the future value because after some time I need 3 lakhs. So 3 lakhs is the future value. I will need to find how much amount I must um, deposit every year to get 3 lakh after how many years? 10 years. And what is the rate of interest? 10%. Okay. So this when I solve, I get the answer as 18,828. So every year when I deposit every year, so rupees 18,823 is to be deposited every year to obtain rupees 3 lakhs after 10 years at 10% rate. And yes, this is fair value, this future value for a regular annuity. Okay. Yeah, very good. The second we are going to talk about is the leasing. Last time we talked about what is an operating lease, what is a capital lease, operating are small leases. Now let us see what is the sum that has been taken in the study material. ABC wants to lease out an asset costing 3,60,000 for a 5-year period. It has a fixed rental of 105,000 per annum payable annually starting from the end of the first year. Okay, so this you have to just see. It is from end of the first year. Suppose rate of interest is 14% compounded annually on which money can be invested by the company. Is this an agreeable, favorable to the company? So what is the important thing you have to see? See whether the question is for lesser or lessee. Who is the lesser? जिसके पास मशीन है उसको लेसर बोलते हैं, क्योंकि उस वो देने वाला होता है, उसका लेस हो जाएगा. So he is the lesser. See whether the question is asked for the lesser or the lessee. Okay. So if it is asked for the lesser, fine. In this case, it is the agreement is favorable to the company. Okay. So it is for the lesser. So what happens? How much is my value? 3,60,000 is the value. How much money once I give it out on lease? I should get more money in return. Okay, my machine is costing 3,60,000. I must get more than 3,60,000 for me to be able to give. मेरे पास कोई चीज है, अगर मुझे वो किराए से देनी है, अगर मुझे उससे फायदा नहीं होने वाला तो मैं नहीं दूंगी. 3 लाख की चीज मैंने आपको दी और मुझे आपसे 2,80,000 ही मिल रहे हैं, तो उसका कोई मतलब नहीं ना, फिर मैं आपको क्यों दूं? 3 लाख की जगह मुझे उससे थोड़ा ज्यादा पैसा मिलेगा तो ही मुझे उसका फायदा होगा. ओके. So I must get more in return than my cost to be able to lease it out. Okay. So we want to find the present value of the annuity. How much is this? 1,05,000 is the rent I'm going to receive. Okay. So 105,000 is the rent company will receive every year for 5 years. Okay. So what is 105,000? It is the annuity value. And what should I find? I should find the present value or the future value. Because in this question, what confuses me is whether I must find the present value or a future value. This machine I have now 1,05,000. I'm going to receive up to 5 years. So I must find its present value. So I must find its present value to be compared with 3,60,000 which I have spent now. ये 3,60,000 तो मैंने आज खर्च कर दिए ना मशीन लाने के लिए. तो जो 1,05,000 रुपए मुझे किराया मिलने वाला है, अगले 5 साल मिलने वाला है, उसकी आज कितनी वैल्यू है वो मुझे देखना है. और फिर वो आज जब मैंने खर्च किया उससे मैं कंपेयर करूंगी. ठीक है. So I will find, therefore I am going to find the present value and not future value. Okay. So what is the present value formula? V is equal to P A into PNI. वो solve करेंगे तो I'm getting this 3,60,473. I'm getting this amount. Okay. When I'm getting this amount, that is I'm getting more than 3,60,000, and so the company is going to lease the machine. Okay. Yes. Similarly, this is also the next question, which is quite similar. Here I am getting, see, what is the value of the machine? 4,000. What am I going to get in return? 3,600. The option I'm going to take is I should not lease it out. Is everybody understanding? Please put in the chat box whether or not you have understood. Okay. Like this, similar to lease, I also have to decide whether I want to invest in a certain investment or not. Okay. So that is again an application wherein I'm talking about what is the capital expenditure investment decision. Okay. मतलब मुझे वो लीज पे लेना चाहिए या मशीन खुद खरीदनी चाहिए, वो मुझे देखना है. मतलब इसमें भी क्या होता है, आई हैव टू सी द नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू एंड आई हैव टू सी व्हाट आर द कैश इनफ्लोज एंड कैश आउटफ्लोज. ओके. Yes, understood? Yes. I think I'll take this 2, 3 sums later on because you seem to be a little tired. So next time what we'll do, we'll start with this one. Okay, capital expenditure decision and then valuation of bonds and perpetuity. Okay, so that way these are also good sums that you should know, but mainly concentrate on PV and FP, present value and future value sums. Okay, so that you will be able to do all this. Okay, others, have you understood till now? If yes, just put in the like button. Okay, if you've understood and if you like the session, do that. Yes, Divya, thank you, Anuj. Because we have taken a lot of sums, I can continue for half an hour, but then I think I see some of you are tired and while answering, so it's okay. We will do the remaining sums next time. Okay, next time we will also do the next chapter, and we will also finish this sums on capital expenditure, on perpetuity, and value of the bond. Yes. Anil, weightage of the other thing, you will get around 12 marks of questions on this chapter. Okay. It is 20 to 30% of 40 marks. So it's a big chapter. It's important chapter. This also helps you to understand, this. Yes. Dilip also has understood. Thank you, Divya. Thank you, Anil. Okay. Thank you all for your patient hearing. Have a great day ahead. Okay. Chirag? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.